Today I'm making my lentil soup again, so that, especially for my Facebook friends, so that you could enjoy it as much as we did last night. So we're going to be eating this for a second night in a row because I wanted to send you the video. So there's so many reasons to be making this soup. First of all, it's delicious. It's healthy. All you need is really a loaf of crusty bread, a baguette or something to go with it. You can make it either with chicken stock or vegetarian, and it's also economical, and now with Passover coming up and the quarantine, we're trying to use up food that we have at home, and many people even have been laid off from their jobs, and you're trying to be careful with your expenses, so it's a very economical soup to make, and it's delicious. So we'll get started. I'm going to make my soup in a Dutch oven, which is just an enameled cast iron pot. And we're going to heat up a bit of olive oil. You can use canola oil, but I like the rich flavor of a good canola oil. And we'll get started on the base for our soup, which is an onion, some celery, and a carrot. So you could just dice it. If you're one of these people who cries when you peel onions, you can peel it over cold running water. That sometimes helps. Now, my high school French teacher, I'm sure is going to be watching this, Mr. Bond. But je ne donnerai pas le cours en français parce que Richard, tu vas me corriger ma grammaire. Et tu vas me dire ce que tu me disais au secondaire quand j'avais 17 ans. Comment ça se fait que Karen ne fait jamais des fautes d'orthographe et toi et Daniel vous en faites toujours? Donc, ceci va se faire en anglais. You could chop everything up. Try to keep it about the same size so it cooks in a uniform way. Of course, I washed my hands before. So Mr. Bond used to teach me geography, and one thing that I remember when I think of that geography class is Abitibi-Témiscamingue, and how hard it was for me to pronounce that. So we're going to put all this in the pot. It's going to saute. It's going to get soft. See, it doesn't take long. So, in it goes. You can give it a stir with your wooden spoon. In the meantime, we're gonna rinse our lentils. So there's different lentils. There's brown, there's green, there's red. The brown ones and the green ones hold their shape more if you want that type of lentil soup. The red ones they become almost more of a mush. That's what I'm using today. And you could use a mix of both, but that's what I'm using. So 1 cup of lentils will, 1 cup of lentils and 4 cups of water. We'll serve 4. We'll make 4 generous portions of soup. So it's very important to wash them well, like you would, you see the dirt coming off, so you could do that 3 times. Just swish it around with your hand, get all the impurities out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the pot. I'm going to lower the heat a bit, and I'm going to cover the pot, and basically what that's called is we're letting the vegetables sweat. With the steam, they're going to start getting soft. And this is very quick, you'll see. It takes 10 minutes and then it cooks for 20 minutes, during which time you could do other things, and then it's ready. So I have my cup of lentils, and now I'm going to put 4 cups of water. I'm using my Kagan water, but you can use regular water. You can use water that you boiled already in a kettle that's, you know, bottled water or whatever. So 4 cups of water. And now when it comes to the spices, you can use anything you want. You'll use some salt and pepper. Now, you could put turmeric if you like that. You could put curry. You could put cumin. Anything works. I'm in the mood for a bit of cumin and paprika today, but not overpowering. I just want a little bit of that. And that's what I did last night. I mean, it was amazing. So, smells good. It's too bad that, you know, the video you could see, but you can't smell. And the aroma is so important. I'm putting about a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna put some cracked black pepper. I'm putting a bit of cumin. I'm not putting a lot, I'm not measuring it. It's gonna end up being about half a teaspoon. I don't want too much of that taste. And I'm putting a bit of paprika. You really don't have to measure it, but you can if you want to. Stir it. Oh, it smells good. Hey, Moshe, it smells good?
Yeah, it smells good.
Now, I'm putting in my water and lentils. And I'm not wasting any of them. They're all going in there. And this I learned from my mother, who's actually a trained chef, who doesn't waste anything. I mean, like not one lentil of these would go in the garbage if she's here. So, I mean, to the point, when I say she wastes nothing, I mean to the point that she could be making, for example, like she could be boiling beets for a salad and she won't waste the water. She'll say, oh, all the vitamins are in that water. And then she'll bake a loaf of bread and use that beet water instead of regular water and make pink bread. I mean, she does stuff like that. And it's actually always comes out so good. So now I brought up the heat to about 8, you know, to high. And I'm gonna put in a bay leaf. 1 bay leaf. And this is where you could either just, you know, end it there, cover your pot. But what I want to say is that this is the type of soup where you can use your imagination. If you have a bit of spinach left over in the fridge that you want to get rid of, you could put it in there. If you have, I happen to have some saffron, so I'm going to put in a teaspoon of saffron. Again, you don't have to, but I did it last night. Why? Just because I had it, and that's what I want to just kind of, the point I want to make is, this is the type of thing that you improvise with what you have. I have ginger. You could put a knob of ginger, a little small piece of ginger in there. I happen to have a nice rosemary plant here. So I'm going to, you know, flavor the broth with rosemary, and it's going to be delicious. So if you don't have rosemary, don't go out and buy it. But if you have, see? Now what we'll do is once it starts, you know, starting to simmer, we'll lower the heat, cover it, and put our timer on for 20 minutes. And then I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So just cover it, lower the heat, timer 20 minutes, and we'll be back soon. Hi guys, so it's been exactly 20 minutes. The timer just beeped. So let's see how it looks. It looks great. It looks just like it did yesterday. So I'm gonna remove the bay leaf. I'm removing the rosemary because, oh, it kind of disintegrated. I thought it would stay like, but anyway, just take that out. It looks great. It smells good. So I'm gonna put some, I chopped up some coriander. Some people don't like coriander. I don't know. Some people say it tastes like soap to them. I don't know. I love it, but you don't have to use coriander. You can use Italian flat leaf parsley. You know, anything. Or you could even put that spinach I was talking about. And we're going to scoop it up in the bowl. I'm going to taste it just to see if it's missing anything. like salt and pepper or anything like that. You see what I mean by the red lentils, they don't hold their shape? The brown lentils or the green, you would actually see this, like the round lentils. Like for example, I see one here, see? Some of the brown, but the red ones disintegrate. So I'll just taste it. It doesn't need salt, it's very good. I'm just gonna add a bit of pepper, not really because it's missing it, just because I like pepper. And then once you ladle it into bowls, you can, you know, either just have it that way, or you could put some lemon zest on it, more parsley if you want, a bit of olive oil. So I have these nice bowls. We got these in Italy. We ordered them, they were made by hand, and each one has our name in the back. Per la famiglia Romagnolo, because that's my husband's last name, Romagnolo. So I'm gonna use those bowls. And you basically, it's really delicious. Let me know if you make it. Let me know if you enjoyed it as much as we did. And if you did, and if you enjoyed this type of thing, then maybe I'll take the time to do it again. So that's the soup. And, you know, if you have good olive oil, the good stuff, you could do another drizzle on top like that and have that with a piece of crusty bread. Bye guys, have a great holiday and keep safe.